Hi, I'm Ken from Joon.co.ke, and on today's video, I'll be sharing with you a new strategy that uses the Donchian Channel and the awesome oscillator. This strategy has been tested and proven by us, and it works just like magic. If you don't have an account in Quotex, there's a link on the description of this video. Go ahead and click on it to create your account. And if you are visiting us for the first time, also make sure you click on that like button, comment, and share. And most important of all, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that when we share more videos about Quotex strategies, you will be the first one to get notified. Without wasting too much time, let's get started. And in getting started, I want to mention that there are a couple of things that you don't know about online trading. And the number one thing that I want us to emphasize on is that any market move, either up or down, not backtested by enough trading volume, can be brushed as invalid. So let's look at a case scenario. Assuming that there is an uptrend and buyers are leading the party, prices go up but buyers hunt enough to keep prices rising. What will happen? You guessed right, the trend will reverse. Why is this scenario important? It's important because it makes the basis of this video. If you look around, you will notice that a ton of strategies leverage the Donchian Channel indicator to generate buy and sell signals. But what is the benefit of these signals if you can't make profits from them? This video adds to our list of strategies, but instead of the normal signals and trend confirmation routine, we will go a little in depth to discuss other things you didn't know about volume trading. Because hey, what's the need of being so excited about the market movements if they don't have enough traders to push prices further in the direction of your prediction? Before I show you guys how you can use the awesome oscillator to get more accurate signals, let's first understand how the Donchian Channel works and learn something about its history. So history remembers the Donchian Channel as the trading tool that helped a great deal in turning a group of newbie traders on the Wall Street into millionaire traders in just a few weeks. The most successful traders known to have used the Donchian Channel were the turtle traders, and they easily turned $1 million into $30 million in profits in just a few months. That's why it's important to not only consider the Donchian Channel legendary, but a very important tool in every trader's life. But what is this Donchian Channel? What is it made of, and how does it work? The Donchian Channel is a trend analysis tool, and it is made up of 3 trend lines, which when put together form the channel that we see on the screen. The first line is the upper band, and it represents the highest high an asset price for a specific period N has reached. What happens is that when price action occurs above the middle band towards the upper band, it denotes a looming uptrend. The second line is the lower band. This is plotted by computing the lowest price for the same N period. Again, when the price breaks and closes below this band, a downtrend is imminent. Additionally, there is the third line, the middle band. It represents the average between the upper band and the lower band. As you can already tell, the presence of the top and the bottom bands give out the channel in between. This is where 90% of price action occurs. How about the 10% that remains? That would be breakouts. You see, when bands act as invisible support and resistance levels, when price breaks the bands, it means something is going to happen. Also, most traders use the 20 period as the default parameter for the Donchian Channel, but it doesn't mean you should too. This is something you can adjust to your liking and based on your trading style. How to generate signals with the Donchian Channel? To generate signals with the Donchian Channel, you need to observe 2 bands and how they interact with prices. Without a doubt, you will notice that the Donchian Channel also checks volatility. When the Donchian Channel is wider, it indicates high volatility. On the flip side, a narrow channel means that the volatility is limited, and here the bands are closer together. To determine when to buy with the Donchian Channel, consider buying when price crosses the middle band upwards. If you see price movement is taking place above the middle band and the channel is moving upwards, this gives an upward signal. Use these candlestick breakouts as a signal to enter a trade. On the flip side, you are supposed to open a sell position when you see prices break below the middle band downwards. Alternatively, you can trade downwards when you see price moving below the middle band and staying downwards. Once you see the signals from the Donchian channel, don't rush to open a trading position. Why? Because some of these signals can end up being false. To confirm that the direction is indeed upwards or downwards, use an extra indicator or an oscillator. In our case, we will use the awesome oscillator. But for those who are coming across this term for the first time, what is an oscillator? An oscillator is a data or object moving back and forth between 2 points, say point A and point B. Another way to think of an oscillator in trading is that it is an on and off kind of indicator, mostly measuring momentum, trend, and sometimes helping in picking trend reversals. Awesome oscillator is just but one among many oscillators in Quotex. And what is this awesome oscillator, you ask? The awesome oscillator was developed by renowned charting enthusiasts and technical analyst Bill Williams. It is an indicator that tells you more about the weakness and strengths of the asset you are currently analyzing. Additionally, the awesome oscillator can be used to measure momentum and act as a trend confirmation tool, especially when there is a reversal that is expected. So how does this oscillator work? The awesome oscillator works by comparing most recent market momentum with the general momentum over a specific period, mostly determined by you. By leveraging histograms, the awesome oscillator can tell you whether the market is up or down. To come up with these histograms, the awesome oscillator takes in the mistakes and shortcomings of the standard momentum oscillator and adjusts them using calculations. This way, it comes in handy when confirming trends. Now let's interpret the awesome oscillator so that you can understand how it works in Quotex. When predicting trends in Quotex, you need to understand the language of the indicators, because without that, you are just another guy with a dream of making money online. Just like all the other oscillators, awesome oscillator also has values moving above and below a zero central line. When these fluctuations are activated, an histogram is plotted in either red or green colors. When you see green, it means that the awesome oscillator value is higher than the previous bar. On the flip side, a red bar means the value is lower. Additionally, when the awesome oscillator values are above the zero line, it is an indication that the shorter period is trending a little bit higher than the longer period. Conversely, when the awesome oscillator values are below the zero line, the short-term period is trending lower than the longer-term period. Talking of the awesome oscillator values, typically 5 period and 34 period are used to represent the fast and the slow moving averages in the awesome oscillator. To confirm the signals that you've received from the Donchian channel, wait for the histogram bars to dip below the zero line and change color from green to red. Just like on all the other indicators using histograms, up crossovers depict an impending uptrend. Down crossovers of the zero line shows a possibility of an uptrend reversal to a downtrend. Though there are very many different ways to trade with the awesome oscillator, in this video we will only focus on one. If you want to learn more about the awesome oscillator and how it works, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that when we post more videos about the awesome oscillator strategies, you will be the first one to get notified. Also make sure that you click on that like button, comment and share if you like this video. Back to the strategies that you can use in awesome oscillator. Number 1, we have a bullish twin peaks setup. It is developed when 2 peaks are forming below the zero line. As a confirmation, the second peak must be higher than the first peak, followed by a green bar. Also, the trough between these two swings must remain below the zero line throughout the trend. Here is an example of a bullish twin peak setup checklist. Make sure that the awesome oscillator is below the zero line. The second peak must be higher than the first peak. A bearish twin peak setup. This setup is formed when 2 swings are above the zero line. The second high is lower than the first peak and it is confirmed by a red histogram bar. To open a buy trade, make sure that the price has crossed over on the Donchian channel upwards and it is above the middle band. As a confirmation, check that the awesome oscillator has also crossed the zero line. Why? Because this is an indication that the short-term momentum is rising faster than the longer one. As such, this is a bullish buying opportunity. On the flip side, you can consider selling when you see price cross the Donchian channel middle band downwards, and this is confirmed by the awesome oscillator crossing below the zero line and continues to swing below it. To test this strategy, let's set up our trading environment in Quotex so that we can begin trading and test if this strategy is profitable. So like all the other strategies that I've shown you on this channel, this is a 1 minute trading strategy, so you will need to change the duration to 1 minute and choose your preferred investment amount. Next, click on these three lines if you're trading on the mobile app, then choose the indicators tab. Scroll to find the Donchian channel and click on it. Do not change anything on the Donchian channel as we will be using the 20 period for our signals generation. Click OK and the Donchian channel will be added to your chart. So this is the upper band, this is the middle band, and this is the lower band. The next thing that you need to do is to add the awesome oscillator. Click on those three lines again, choose the indicators tab and scroll to oscillators. Choose awesome oscillator. Do not change anything. Leave the short period at period 5 and the long period at period 34 as per our earlier explanation. Click OK and the awesome oscillator will be added to your chart. So this is a good example of where the awesome oscillator has crossed over from below to above, and if you look at how price has interacted with it, it has continued to go up. When price crossed from above to below, if you look at awesome oscillator crossover and the price afterwards, you can see that there is a clear indication that prices continued to fall. So using that same analogy, we will try to find signals and trade on this asset. Remember, we mentioned that when price is above the middle band, then you can trade upward. That is followed by a green bar on the awesome oscillator above the zero line. So is this a signal for us to trade? Yes, we can trade here using those principles, but I won't recommend that you trade there. The best places to trade and make profits with these signals is when price is at the upper band or when price is at the lower band, because then we expect reversals and sometimes these reversals are profitable. The other very interesting opportunity that you should look for is crossovers of price and the middle band of the Donchian channel. When you see price crossing towards the top or breaking above the middle band, accompanied by a change in the awesome oscillator from below the zero line to above the zero line, then you should trade upwards. The inverse of that statement is true when you're trading on a downtrend. So now, since price has reached the top of the band and it is showing signs of reversal, let's wait for it to cross the middle band and also look for a confirmation on the awesome oscillator before we place our trade. For that first trade, we will do $116. The true fashion of trading with these indicators is patience. So be patient and wait for price to show you signals which you can trade on and get profits. Don't hurry. Wait and wait. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, again, this is just a reminder. Make sure that you click on that subscribe button, like this video, share and comment with the next indicators you'd like us to talk about. For those who don't have an account in Quotex, there's a link on the description of this video. Make sure you create your Quotex account with that link. Using our link to create your account ensures that you get free signals from us generated by our moving average signals tool that is hosted on joon.co.ke. Be sure to check out that signals tool at your own free time. So here is a very interesting sell opportunity that you've just identified on a different asset, that is the Euro SGD pair. You can already see that we have a cross of price on the middle band and the awesome oscillator has also switched over below the zero line and it is red. So I'll trade down for $116. Let's wait for 1 minute and see what happens. 33 seconds until the close of that trade. 11 seconds, 5, 4, and it has just closed in profits. Let's have a look at it. It closed in profits, giving us $216. Again, if you don't have an account in Quotex, there is a link on the description of this video. Click on it to create your new account. Don't forget to comment with the indicators that you want us to talk about next on our next video. Until next time, bye bye. My name is Ken Omolo.